Okay, we're live.
Okay, special Board of Works meeting. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Clerk will take attendance.
Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mayor Grant.
Present.
Okay, Mayor.
Okay. What we have tonight is the certified bids for the Streetscape Community Crossings paving program. Low bidder per HWC is William Charles Construction. Their bid application was $2,654,000. Go ahead and turn it over to Eric Smith.
Yeah, thanks. This was our rebid. If you recall, we opened bids on February 6th. We still only got one bid, but it was better, lower. And one thing that we took out was the electrical wiring that we had, and we're going to lay the conduit, but the wiring will be done. The city can hire an electrician, pull that at a later date. The budget that Baker Tilly analyzed was based on our estimates last fall in October, and the construction estimate that at that time was $2,383,300, so $2.38 million. You see the low bid was $2.654 million. In order to get you within your budget, we did talk to Baker Tilly, and they said they could probably find funds to do the full bid amount, but in order to have some contingency and to make sure we can get everything done, there's a couple easy things that we would recommend that we could take out of the project and not affect its functionality, and get you within that budget. And the two items or three items are the limestone seat wall and the Corten steel planters and benches. Those are things that could always be added at a later date. They could just be mounted, to the sidewalk that's there. Deleting those saves $195,000. So that's basically $200,000. Also, there's some planting soil that we could recommend. Our landscape architect said that's something the city could direct purchase and provide to the contractor. So with those items, we can get the project down to 2.359, which is within your budget. We could always, if construction goes well and Baker Tilly and the city thinks the funds are there, we could always choose to add those back in. But having the flexibility to make sure you have a little contingency and cushion, we would recommend you go ahead and do that at this time. So with that, and we do have a deadline for the community crossings portion, which is $574,000 is being funded as a grant from NDOT. So we need to award and get all that paperwork turned in. So we would recommend you award for the full amount, and then we can do the deductive change orders before we even start construction. So.
Well, I think it's important we kind of toe the line on this to really try to keep it within budget. I mean, I think it's real easy for things to get added on, and it's not that it's anybody's fault or anybody's purposely trying to do that, but I think it's really important that we try to really stay on budget on this project. This is kind of, we spent a lot of money the last couple of years, and I'd kind of like to keep this in check. Good.
So do you want to make a motion that we accept the bid as written with the contingency that we take out the three items to get it down below the?
Yeah, I'd like to make the motion that we approve the bid with the contingencies to stay within budget if we have to remove the limestone bench and the soil. So I'd like to make a motion on that.
Have a motion, have a second. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
So we've got a notice of award and contract, and then a Form 96 place. So there's 3 places on each of these to sign. And did they send you anything else that needs signed?
I'm not sure. I was out of the office this afternoon and just got back.
Oh,
After you were already here, I would need to go look.
this will need to be put on letterhead. You could
Okay.
email this to us tomorrow.
Okay,
But that needs to be put on letterhead and Larry sign it.
okay.
And you should have that in Word.
I was gonna say, I can go in and check right now if that would be helpful.
It could be scanned tomorrow.
Okay, all right. We'll just hang around for a few minutes, Larry, and when we're finished, I'll go check and we can do that.
Okay.
So this needs letterhead scanned, emailed to you with
Yep.
Larry's signature on it. And then what do I need to send to? Yes, thank you. I was trying to think of her name and her name is escaping me. but-
Katie,
Yeah.
Katie
Yeah.
will, I'm sure, send you a reminder in the morning saying this is what
All
needs
right,
to go.
because I've been getting reminders from her. That's why I thought I could come
Well,
up
she
with her
was-
name.
You had some closeout stuff for 2022 that I know this week I saw. so
Yes, yes,
um,
yes.
I'm sure she'll send an email in the morning saying
Okay,
these are the
okay.
things that need to go and here's who you email them to.
All right, and like I said, and I know the NDOT person's name, and I'm just drawing a complete blank on it. So I just got an email reminder earlier this week, hey, this is due by the 1st.
Yeah, it's a new name. It used to be Susie Kemp, but it's,
Right,
I saw the name. I can't
Yeah,
remember who it was.
yeah. Do any of those require my signature or just Larry's? What do you know?
There's an attest, I believe,
All right.
which Andy could do that, so. I
Oh,
think
that
that's
works
it.
for me. Works for me.
Once we get approval through NDOT, we'll work to get a pre-construction schedule with you guys.
Okay, sounds good. You had mentioned the soils. You're recommending that the city just purchase the soil and we still do the install.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's fine. I was
We'll have
just,
to work on what's the unit price for install, but I know, our guys said, I'm sure they can get
yeah,
direct purchasing, so. There's our transportation team will be leading up all the coordination with you guys. Feel free to reach out to me.
That's
okay,
good
no,
soil.
appreciate that.
It's crazy not to use
I
it.
live
you
on
know what I mean?
Clinton, so
Oh, okay, yeah,
I've dealt with you guys for years, so.
appreciate it.
We should have an adequate amount, probably out south of town, right, Eric, for, they need soil, we should have quite a bit, don't we, down out there? Huh?
Yeah, it would be a special soil.
That's
Oh,
plain,
it would.
that's plain soil out there.
Oh, are you talking just for
But I'm-
landscape, these are for lands, not for solder grass, this is for
No,
landscape?
it's for like the ornamental grasses and the trees and.
It's pretty black stuff, but yeah, you could fortify it with some compost or something.
This is on the water. You're not taking any action on that. That's for you to read, Larry. And then you need to just tell me when you want me to present that. That's for like doing the ground tank and all of that. So
Okay.
if you want me to present at a Board of Works meeting or at council, just let me know, and then we can get that piece moving.
Now, on the soil, I mean, I think between what the city's got, we can fortify it. Do you want it pulverized and screened? I mean, or what, like, you're probably just putting fabric over the top of it, right? Landscape fabric?
It's, yeah, there's two different types. There's the CU structural soil and then there's planting soil.
Mhm.
And they have a combination of different types of soils, sand, stuff like that. That has to be
Probably a pretty
approved.
detailed spec.
Yeah, it's
yes.
yeah. It has to, at least, when we like work with NDOT and they do this kind of stuff, it has to come from like an approved source, which I know is probably a little bit different in this situation, but,
Okay.
um,
Well, if it's gotta be that specific, then
yeah, it's a little
Overkill,
funky.
I don't think smart landscape will not donate it.
well, I mean, I'd have to see what specs they want, but I mean, I think you
I could see
can
you
kind
guys-
of get overkill with it a little bit, but anyway.
I can send you guys the spec.
Yeah.
See what it is. If you think you can meet it.
Right, we can blend it or something, because, you know, the city's got some really nice black soil. And we can amend it or whatever with whatever the spec was, but we'll just have to see.
I'll send that up to Eric.
Anything else? Eric, you have anything?
I do not.
All right. Have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Okay, good
We're
deal.
out.
Sorry, I didn't know